This is not a joke. Law enforcement people are arriving soon in a black car at your home on Wednesday because of. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare yourself, for what I am about to reveal is urgent, heavy, and cannot be ignored." The moment you opened this, a heavenly signal was triggered because your spirit needed this divine warning. The message you are about to receive is not meant to frighten you but to prepare you for a truth that will shake your world. From the quiet of the unseen realm, a storm has been gathering around your name. For weeks now, whispers of your destiny have traveled through the corridors of power, both earthly and spiritual. On Wednesday, as the clock approaches a critical hour, a black car will approach your home, carrying with it law enforcement people who have been sent for a reason not yet fully revealed to you. You must understand, this is not a coincidence. There is a divine orchestration behind this movement. These officers have not been randomly assigned, they are coming because of events set in motion long before today. Forces in high places have been watching, decisions have been made, and a turning point in your life is about to unfold. Archangel Michael says, "This is not punishment, it is revelation. The truth has been hidden too long, and heaven will not allow darkness to remain unchallenged." The black car is a sign, a physical manifestation of spiritual battles waged over your name and destiny. From your past, unresolved matters have stirred spiritual and earthly attention. Someone has spoken, someone has acted, and those actions have reached the ears of authorities who believe you must hear something important face to face. It may feel like a storm, but within this storm lies a breakthrough meant to free you from a burden you didn't know you were carrying. The closer Wednesday gets, the stronger the unseen pressure becomes. Night after night, angels have surrounded your home, standing guard against forces that wish to twist this event into destruction. But Michael himself has declared, "You shall not be crushed." Instead, you will rise from this confrontation with truth shining brighter than ever before. Many have tried to manipulate the narrative of your life. Lies have been planted, evidence has been whispered, and motives clouded by jealousy and fear have painted a false picture. Heaven has seen every act, every false testimony, every hidden betrayal. That is why the arrival of this black car is not just about earthly law enforcement, it is a divine setup for exposure and transformation. Archangel Michael says, "You will not face this moment alone. Even as men in dark suits approach your door, my presence will be stronger, my sword lifted to cut through deceit and deliver justice. Do not let fear take root in your heart, for what is meant to harm you will be turned into the very thing that frees you." In secret rooms, conversations about you have been intense. There are those who wanted to see you silenced, removed, or broken. Yet heaven's decree is different. These people arriving at your home will unknowingly serve a higher purpose. They will speak words, deliver documents, or present evidence that will unlock a chain of events impossible to stop. Days before this message reached you, visions began to form in the realm of spirit. The black car was seen, parked a few streets away, its windows tinted, its engine humming with quiet intensity. Angels observed as human hands prepared, unaware that they were carrying out a task with supernatural significance. Wednesday will not be an ordinary day. When the sun rises, unseen energy will surge through the atmosphere. Every clock tick will feel heavier, every sound more intense, because destiny does not arrive quietly. And when that black car stops before your home, the moment heaven has been preparing you for will finally be at hand. What they bring is not simply an accusation or a routine visit. It is connected to something larger, something stretching back through the story of your life. Threads of past actions, forgotten alliances, and powerful secrets are converging into this one encounter. This is the moment where truth will stand face to face with you, demanding acknowledgement, offering a path that will alter everything. Behind the scenes, Archangel Michael has been in council with other heavenly forces. They have spoken of your strength, your resilience, and the battles you have already endured. This arrival has been delayed before, as heaven waited for the exact time when you would be ready to withstand the weight of what is coming. Now, that time has arrived. From the moment you wake up on Wednesday, signs will confirm this message. Unusual sounds, fleeting visions, sudden shifts in energy, all will remind you that the divine is near. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations that angels are already moving to ensure your protection. Inside the black car, there will be individuals with different intentions. Some believe they are delivering justice. Others are unaware of the deeper forces at work. But all will be part of a greater plan, a plan that Michael himself has woven into your path. When the doorbell rings, it will feel as though the earth stands still. Your heart will pound, your breath will quicken, yet a strange calm will settle over you. This calm is not your own, it is Michael's hand upon your spirit, whispering that no matter what words are spoken, no matter what papers are handed to you, victory is already written. There is someone behind this, a name not yet spoken to you. This person has set events in motion, perhaps out of fear, jealousy, or their own misguided attempt at control. Their actions have brought law enforcement to your door, but their true intention will be unmasked. What was meant to discredit you will instead reveal the hidden truth about them. Long before Wednesday arrives, heaven has been arranging unseen defenses, spiritual seals have been placed upon your home. Every entryway, every window, every corner has been touched by angelic presence. When that black car stops and footsteps approach, darkness will not cross your threshold, only the truth, only the light, only the beginning of your new chapter will enter. Archangel Michael says, even as they approach with authority, remember this, your authority is higher. The forces of heaven outweigh the weight of earthly judgments. When you stand before them, my voice will guide your words, my power will shield your name, and my light will blind every scheme meant to destroy you. This is not a warning meant to break you, it is a call to rise. For too long, you have been underestimated, pushed aside, silenced by whispers. This event will change that forever. From this encounter, your voice will gain strength, your truth will be undeniable, and even those who doubted you will stand in awe of your resilience. As Wednesday approaches, prepare yourself, not in fear, but in certainty that divine justice is near. You will not need to run, hide, or plead. Your only task is to stand firm in the knowledge that heaven has already gone ahead of you. When the black car departs, it will not leave you broken or defeated, it will leave carrying away chains that have bound you for years. In its place will be a silence so deep and a peace so profound that you will finally understand, this was not the end, it was the beginning. Even now, angels are writing the outcome of this moment. They are inscribing your victory into the scrolls of destiny. No false report, no hidden enemy, no earthly power can erase what has been decreed from the throne of heaven. Archangel Michael says, this is your moment of divine reversal. What was designed to harm will heal. What was meant to accuse will acquit. What was sent to break you will build you into a force that cannot be silenced again. And when all is said and done, when Wednesday has passed and the black car is only a memory fading down the street, you will look back and see that every detail was guided by unseen hands. The visit you feared will be the very thing that delivers you into freedom. Heaven rejoices already, knowing the victory that awaits you. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not alone. As the law moves toward your home, angels march alongside them, unseen but unstoppable. So, hold on, stay prepared, and remember this message when the moment arrives. For when you see that black car pull up, you will know this was foretold, this was guided, and this was always part of Heaven's plan for you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "Do not close your eyes to this message. Every second that passes brings you closer to a destiny-shaping moment." The black car is not just a vehicle, it's a symbol of justice, exposure, and divine intervention arriving at your very doorstep. Even as you breathe now, unseen forces are aligning, heavenly messengers are already stationed near your home, observing, protecting, and ensuring that when these law enforcement people arrive, nothing outside of heavens can touch you. Their visit has been marked on the divine calendar long before you even knew something was unfolding. The reason for this arrival is layered, complex, and tied to both earthly misunderstandings and spiritual battles fought on your behalf. Someone's hands have been involved in matters that directly concern you, documents signed, decisions made, messages exchanged. It has built into a wave that can no longer be held back. Within government buildings and private offices, your name has been discussed quietly yet persistently. Files bearing your identity have passed across desks, and questions have been raised that no one dared to answer fully. That is why this moment is coming, because divine light refuses to allow falsehoods to remain buried. You may think back to past connections, strained relationships, or moments where you felt watched or misunderstood. These memories are not random, they are puzzle pieces fitting into this upcoming encounter. The black car is the final piece that will complete a picture you have not yet been allowed to see. This is why your spirit has felt unsettled, nights where sleep was broken, sudden surges of anxiety without reason, strange signs in your surroundings. These were not meaningless feelings. They were spiritual signals preparing you for what must soon happen. Archangel Michael says, "I have been with you through every tear, every sleepless night, every whisper of fear. Do not think for a moment that heaven has been silent. We have been arranging a breakthrough masked as a confrontation." On Wednesday morning, as the day begins, you will notice small yet undeniable changes in the atmosphere around you. Perhaps the sound of distant engines that pause longer than usual near your street, or a quiet stillness in the air that feels unnatural. These will be the first hints that the moment has arrived. From the driver's seat of that black car, unseen emotions will swirl: doubt, curiosity, even quiet reverence for something they cannot explain. Because as these law enforcement people approach you, they too will sense they are stepping into something greater than a simple earthly task. When the knock comes, it will carry the weight of countless unseen battles fought to ensure this meeting happens exactly as it must. You may feel the urge to retreat or question why this is happening, but in that instant, Michael's presence will wrap around you like a shield. Courage will rise within you, words will form with clarity, and you will stand firm in the face of whatever news is delivered. Inside your home, heaven has already established a sanctuary. Long before human footsteps approach, angelic light will fill your space, dispelling shadows and locking out any attempt of darkness to twist this moment against you. Every corner, every wall, even the air will hold the strength of divine protection. This is not an accident or misfortune, it is an unveiling. The people arriving are carrying more than legal authority. They are unknowingly holding keys that will unlock doors previously sealed against you. These keys will open paths to vindication, revelation, and freedom you thought you had lost. Archangel Michael says, even as earthly papers are presented and serious words are spoken, remember, the final judgment is not in their hands. Heaven holds the pen that writes your story, and it will not allow a false ending to be written. This event is deeply connected to hidden conversations involving individuals you once trusted. Some of them moved against you quietly, believing you would never know, but heaven has seen every betrayal, every hidden act of malice. That is why this moment is arriving. Not to destroy you, but to expose every chain that's held you down. There will be emotions, intense, raw, and overwhelming, but they are part of the cleansing process. Imagine a heavy rainstorm washing away years of dust and grime. That is what Wednesday represents, the downpour of truth that will leave you standing renewed, unshaken, and unbound. After the black car leaves, people will talk, neighbors, acquaintances, even distant figures from your past will hear whispers of what happened. Some will speculate, some will doubt, but only you and heaven will truly know the spiritual battle that took place that day. When evening falls and silence returns, you will feel it, an unfamiliar lightness in your chest. A release of burdens you didn't realize you carried. That is the mark of angelic victory. It will be as if invisible chains have shattered, leaving behind only clarity and divine peace. From that moment forward, doors you struggled to open will swing wide effortlessly, connections that were blocked will suddenly reappear, opportunities thought lost will knock again. The confrontation you once feared will become the testimony of your greatest deliverance. Archangel Michael says, you are not just surviving this, you are being elevated through it. Every moment of fear will transform into strength. Every attempt to silence you will amplify your voice, and every shadow will bow to the light of truth. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully. The black car approaching is not only a vehicle of authority but also a vessel carrying a revelation long delayed. The universe has shifted, aligning everything to this pivotal moment in your life. Days before Wednesday, the spiritual realm will tremble as preparation intensifies. Angels have been dispatched to guide every action of these law enforcement officers, ensuring their steps follow the divine path set before them. The night before they arrive, you may feel an unexplainable stillness, as though the world itself is holding its breath in anticipation of what is about to unfold. This is not random. For months, hidden hands have tried to bend the truth, weaving lies into your story. But their plans have collided with heavenly justice. The arrival of this black car is heaven's response, a divine summons that can no longer be postponed. In distant offices, files have been shuffled, calls made in hushed tones. People who believed they could bury the truth now feel the ground shaking beneath their feet. Unknown to them, every deceitful action is being uncovered, illuminated by divine light. Even as they plot, their words crumble into dust because celestial forces are dismantling their schemes piece by piece. The black car's presence is not merely human, a silent, glowing aura surrounds it, unseen by earthly eyes but radiant in the spiritual realm. As it moves closer to your home, angels walk beside it, their swords drawn, ready to slice through every strand of deception woven against you. When the officers step out, their demeanor will carry weight, yet they will be compelled by something beyond duty. Their voices may sound stern, but within them is a hesitation, a spiritual stirring they cannot explain. It is the awareness that they are standing on sacred ground, delivering a message that will shift destinies. Archangel Michael says, "Do not tremble when you face them, I will be in your voice, steadying your words. My wings will surround you, unseen but felt, creating a shield no darkness can penetrate." Inside your home, as you stand before them, time will feel suspended, every sound, every breath, every movement will carry a heightened intensity. The air will thrum with energy, for this is more than a human encounter. It is a moment etched into divine prophecy. The lead officer will hand you something significant, a document, a sealed letter, perhaps even a piece of information that explains why this confrontation was unavoidable. As you touch it, a surge of understanding will flood your spirit. The confusion that has lingered for so long will lift, replaced by undeniable clarity. This revelation may challenge everything you thought you knew. It will shine light on betrayals hidden deep, on connections that secretly bound you, and on truths deliberately kept from you. But as each word is spoken, a great weight will be lifted, shackles unseen will snap, setting your soul free in ways you never imagined. Even as this is happening, people behind the scenes will feel their own walls closing in. Those who plotted against you will hear of this moment and feel dread grip their hearts. Their names may not be spoken aloud that day, but heaven has marked them, and justice is already moving toward them. When the officers complete their task and step back into the black car, they will leave not just with documents or signatures, but with a piece of your old life carried away. As they drive off, angels will follow, ensuring that what departs your home never returns to bind you again. The silence afterward will feel strange, almost heavy, until you realize it is not silence at all, it is peace. The kind of peace that only arrives after a battle has been won. It is the sound of victory echoing in the stillness of your heart. Archangel Michael says, "This is your divine turning point. Every dark force, every plot to destroy your light, is being dismantled. You are stepping into a chapter where truth will walk beside you, and no enemy will ever hold power over you again. From that day forward, changes will ripple through your life like waves across water. Old obstacles will vanish, broken relationships will be restored or replaced with something greater. And blessings long delayed will suddenly find their way to you. The encounter you once feared will become the testimony that elevates your future, and as days turn to weeks, you will feel Michael's presence not just in moments of crisis, but in the quiet details of your everyday life. Doors will open where there were only walls, and paths will clear where there was once confusion. Heaven is not just watching, it is moving, reshaping your destiny with deliberate, unstoppable force. And it all begins with that black car, on that Wednesday, delivering not destruction but liberation ordained by divine command. Archangel Michael says, "What you must know now is that this black car has been marked by divine light long before it even started its engine. Though it carries earthly law enforcement, it is heaven's will that directs its path to your home. Do not see this as an enemy's approach. See it as a necessary arrival to bring justice, healing, and a shift you've been unknowingly praying for. In the unseen realm, the night before Wednesday will be alive with angelic activity. Watchers will take their places along the path leading to your home. Their wings will stretch wide, casting unseen shields around your dwelling. Any intention of darkness, any last-minute scheme to twist this encounter, will be shattered by the clash of angelic swords long before the car even turns onto your street. Your dreams that night will not be ordinary. You may see flashes, headlights cutting through darkness, a door opening, a hand extending something toward you. These visions are not to alarm you but to prepare your spirit. Michael whispers even in dreams, aligning your heart to the courage you'll need at dawn. As morning light touches your window on Wednesday, you may feel an unusual vibration in the air. The world will seem quieter, as though nature itself is waiting for this moment to unfold. You might notice birds circling slowly overhead, a breeze that feels like a presence brushing past you, and sudden stillness before each sound. These are signs that heaven has fully enveloped your space. At first, the black car will be distant, unnoticed. It will move steadily, silently, passing through roads where others see just another vehicle. But to angels watching from above, its movement will leave a glowing trail of purpose, each turn leading precisely to where divine intention demands. Inside the car, conversations will be brief but heavy. Some officers will feel uncertainty, they won't know why their hearts are unsettled. A spiritual nudge will whisper to them that they are about to witness something extraordinary, even if their minds cannot explain it. Archangel Michael says, "Even they are being guided by my hand." Their words, their steps, their every gesture has been orchestrated not to harm you, but to fulfill a greater truth. When the car finally appears on your street, it will not screech to a stop or storm your door. Instead, it will move with deliberate caution. The sound of its tires rolling will feel amplified, resonating like a drumbeat of destiny approaching. Neighbors may peek through windows, unaware of the divine orchestration unfolding right before their eyes. The moment the officers step out, an unseen shift will occur. Heaven's army will draw closer, surrounding you completely. As you watch from inside, fear will rise briefly, but just as quickly, a wave of calm will wash over you. This is Michael's promise fulfilled. You will not face this moment trembling or alone. The knock at your door will be firm, commanding attention, but beneath that sound will be an undertone, a hum only your spirit can recognize, a frequency of divine timing, signaling that this was always meant to happen. When you open the door, eyes will meet, and for a fraction of a second, silence will stretch infinitely. In that instant, heaven will move, the officers' postures will soften slightly, and they will sense that this is no ordinary encounter. One of them, perhaps the leader, will speak first, delivering the reason for their arrival, a reason that has traveled through whispers, documents, and hidden intentions to finally land at your doorstep. Their words may speak of matters long hidden from you. It could be a misunderstanding finally being clarified, a false accusation that must be addressed, or a message carrying both closure and opportunity. Whatever it is, it will strike a chord deep within you, unlocking memories and feelings you didn't know still lingered. As you stand listening, time will feel distorted, moments will stretch and bend as divine light illuminates every truth spoken. When they hand you papers, or deliver their news, your hands may tremble, not from fear, but from the immense weight of destiny being placed into them. Behind you, in the unseen spiritual realm, Michael himself will stand tall, his sword planted firmly in the ground, wings extended to shield you. The officers will not see him, yet they will feel his presence. Their words will falter if they lean toward injustice, redirected by unseen hands to speak only what must be revealed. This is when your voice will rise, calm yet unwavering. Guided by Michael, you will say words that surprise even yourself, words carrying power, authority, and truth that no earthly force can challenge. The officers will look at each other, subtly acknowledging something beyond their understanding. They may apologize, they may explain, or they may promise to deliver new information that changes everything. Regardless of their exact words, their mission will end differently than it began. Once their task is complete, they will step back toward the black car, but not before giving you one last look. A look that silently says, "There's more to you than we knew." The car doors will close with a sound that echoes like a seal being broken. As the vehicle drives away, carrying the weight of old chains with it, an unseen force will lift from your home. The very atmosphere will shift, colors will feel brighter, the air lighter, as though a storm has passed and sunlight has broken through. Archangel Michael says, "This is your moment of release. What was meant to bind you has been carried away. What was meant to shame you has been turned into honor, and what was meant to destroy you has become the cornerstone of your divine purpose." Archangel Michael says, "Now that the black car has departed, your world will not return to what it once was. Heaven has shifted the trajectory of your life, and the changes will ripple outward like waves across a vast ocean. In the hours after the car leaves, a stillness will settle over your home. It will not be the silence of fear but of spiritual cleansing. Invisible chains that wrapped tightly around your name and destiny will have been cut away during that divine encounter. You may not see it at first, but you will feel it, an almost supernatural lightness in your chest, as though a weight carried for years has been lifted in an instant. As the day moves on, you might find yourself drawn to moments of reflection. Memories you buried long ago will surface. Not to haunt you, but to finally heal. You will recall faces of those who betrayed you, moments when false accusations or misunderstandings tore at your spirit. For the first time, these memories will not hurt the same way. They will dissolve into understanding and strength. Messages from unexpected people will begin to reach you. Some will apologize, others will cautiously check in, sensing that something extraordinary just occurred in your life. Whispers of your transformation will spread quietly at first, but soon, those who once spoke against you will no longer find power in their lies. Even those within the law enforcement circle who visited you will be changed. The leader of the group will replay the encounter in their mind, unable to shake the feeling that they stood in the presence of something divine. Though they will not speak it openly, they will know their mission that day was guided by a power far greater than human command. Archangel Michael says, "Every individual who touched this moment has been marked by heaven's light. Their actions, even when hidden in shadows, have been turned for your good. No enemy's plan has succeeded, no darkness has prevailed." That evening, as the sun sets and the first stars appear, you will experience a profound spiritual awakening. You may sense movements in the room, gentle shifts in the air, a flicker of light in the corner of your eye. These are not tricks of imagination but angelic presences revealing themselves briefly to assure you that you are protected, celebrated, and uplifted. Your prayers will feel different after this day. Words will flow effortlessly, carrying weight and authority you never recognized before. The answers to those prayers will come with unprecedented speed, as though heaven itself has cleared every obstacle that once stood in the way of your blessings. In the days that follow, paths that were once closed will open suddenly. Opportunities will appear where there were only walls. People who doubted you will come forward with support or confessions that release long-held tensions. Your name, once dragged through misunderstanding, will shine with new honor and recognition. This transformation will not just affect your external life. It will ignite something powerful within you. Spiritual gifts, long dormant, will awaken like embers flaring into flames. You may find yourself sensing truths about situations before they unfold, feeling deeper empathy for those around you, or receiving insights in dreams and visions that bring guidance and clarity. This awakening is not accidental. It is the direct result of divine intervention brought to you through the very moment you once feared. The black car was not a symbol of condemnation, it was a chariot of deliverance, carrying the turning point your soul has been waiting for. Archangel Michael says, "You have passed through fire and emerged purified. No accusation can stand against you now. For heaven itself has rendered its judgment. You are chosen, protected, and destined for greatness that no earthly power can strip away." Weeks later, when you look back on this day, it will feel like a distant yet powerful dream. You will realize that your entire life shifted the moment those footsteps echoed on your doorstep. Not only will you have escaped harm, but you will have stepped into a destiny richer and brighter than you dared imagine. Your influence will grow, your words will carry new authority, and your presence will bring peace to others who once walked the same path of fear and uncertainty. This encounter will become your testimony, a story you share to show others that even in the darkest moments, divine protection stands firm. Even those who once plotted against you will not be able to deny what has happened. They will see the favor surrounding you and know, beyond doubt, that they were fighting against a force they could never defeat. Many of them will abandon their schemes, while others may even seek reconciliation, humbled by the transformation they cannot explain. And when you stand alone one quiet night, gazing up at the stars, you will feel it, a warmth, a presence behind you, wings stretched wide. Michael will speak softly to your spirit. This was never about earthly law, this was about divine justice. The world may not fully understand, but you know now that you were never alone. My sword was drawn, my shield lifted, and my light made sure that darkness fled your life forever.